What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BTBC. I'm one of your co-hosts here tonight, Rod Hardy. We're coming off the heels of a very good goated backlash. I just want to say one thing before I pass it over to Tommy. Russell Spot will not be here tonight, but he will be here with us in spirit, and I think he'll be in chat. But for the most part, he will not be here on stream with us tonight. So it'll just be me and Tommy covering Backlash tonight. But I'm gonna pass it over to Tommy. So yeah.
What's up, BTBC, man? It's your boy Tommy BTBC. And like Axel said, man, we're just coming off a goated backlash, a generational backlash. I'm excited to get into it, man. We had a lot of, I guess we had a surprise. We had some surprises. We had some announcements. But yeah, it should be a good little quick show. Oh, and then we also have the results. So all the predictions that we did on Thursday, I think it was. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, let's do this. Let's get into it.
Hey man, I just want to start off, man, by saying this was an electric crowd from start to finish. Like this was great. This was great. What'd you think of the crowd, Tommy?
Generational crowd. I think that's I don't want to say it's 50-50, but that plays a huge part in how good or bad a show is, especially in wrestling. If that crowd isn't active, then the show probably isn't going to be all that rated real highly. But no, this crowd, they did not miss a beat. They were loud from start to finish. There wasn't really a time in the show where they were quiet. There wasn't a match they weren't yelling, making songs for. There wasn't none of that. So generational crowd, man. And because of that, WWE's definitely going back to France. I don't know when, but they're definitely going back. How about you, man? How'd you feel?
Man, that crowd was great. So I went to Backlash last year in Puerto Rico, and I'm not gonna lie, like as great as the crowd in Puerto Rico was, I thought this one was just way better because they actually kept the energy throughout the whole crowd. While we kind of peaked at Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, and then we kind of fell off in the 6-man tag, the Bloodline 6-man tag, and then the main event being Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. This one, they were able to stay consistent throughout the whole show, and even during the women, they did not. A lot of crowds during women's matches, they do not. They kind of just slow down, whatever. But this one, they stayed hot throughout the whole night, and it was electric in there. It made the show. It even made probably there were certain matches like the Jey Uso and Damian Priest match. It made that one definitely way more enjoyable than what it should have been.
For sure.
Just one little announcement before we actually do continue on to getting into this card. Next year, April 19th and 20th, 2025, WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas, man. This was a blockbuster announcement. As you guys know, WrestleMania will no longer take place at the beginning of April. It looks like they're now starting to shift towards the middle and end of April. I think this is a perfect time to do WrestleMania just because there's so much stuff going on at the beginning of April. I mean, you have the Final Four and just some other sporting events that are going on during the time. And this is like the perfect time. The only thing that I will say is it's crazy that this is happening on Easter weekend. But it's on 420.
Weekend. Yeah, I was about to say.
But for those of you who know,
man, let's keep
420.
Let's keep it a beat, man.
It's on
this
420.
Mania is for us, man. This Mania is for us.
What? Okay, hold on. What are your predictions? Before we get into the card. Hey, what's Look at this nerd here. Fucking Donnie Blade, bro.
Can I? Yeah, look at this guy, bro. Get him out of here. Who said he can be here? Fuck it.
So before we actually get into the card, Tommy, I want to know what your predictions are for night 1 and night 2 main event of next year's WrestleMania.
Sheesh, night 1 and 2, especially now since it's in Vegas. I mean, I feel like Punk got to get one. So Punk's probably going to main event night 1 in some capacity. I wouldn't be surprised if they drag this Drew or even Seth. Throw Seth in there and make it a triple threat. The main event night 1 for sure. And night 2, I mean, I kind of if we don't get Rocky and Cody as soon as we want it, then I mean that's an easy night 2 main event. Easy, but that's assuming we don't get it at SummerSlam.
So kind of like my predictions for next year are obviously Rock and Roman night 2. I think that's it's Vegas. Like I think this actually sets the stage for that match. I think that's got to be the night 2 main event. I don't see The Rock returning for another WrestleMania. I think this next one is probably his final one. He's getting up there in age. He's not going to be able to do this all the time. So I think next year would be his last one. Now the night one main event may surprise you a little bit, but I'm gonna have to go with Cody and Punk.
Ooh.
I think Cody's going to keep the title for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And then he'll eventually drop it to Punk next year at WrestleMania. If you remember back at Raw before the Rumble, they had a very heated promo, and that face-off screamed a lot of money to be made right there in that feud. It could be realistically one of Punk's greatest storylines put together. There's a lot of history there, and they can make it happen. So I think that's definitely. And I don't know if there's a bigger set of 2 nights of, like, obviously this year with the tag match and then obviously Cody Roman, but there's something about Roman and Rock and Cody and Punk that just screams Las Vegas and big time main events. And I think those two main events can easily match up to this year's 2 main events that we had this year.
I mean, you said Punk's main event, so I'm happy. I'm sold. As long as you put Punk in that main event, I don't care.
I for sure do think that Punk is going to main event, but I also do think Cody has the main event because he's just I don't even think he's the biggest star in. I think after what we've seen today, I don't even know if he is the biggest star in WWE. He might be the biggest star in all of professional wrestling. He got people overseas singing his song.
And, all the way through. No skips.
Yeah, man. He's getting some monster pops. But let's get into the review of this show because this started off with a lot of fire. I'm not gonna lie, this show started off crazy. It started off hot. The first thing I do want to get into is the entrances because Kevin Owens had it almost seemed like a 5-minute entrance, and he was just standing at the ramp,
literally
soaking in the crowd. Man, he was enjoying the environment, and this is an environment where it's like the crowd, like they're playing the theme songs, and you can hear the crowd through the theme songs, which is something you never get to see. It's hard, for a crowd, especially this crowd isn't your typical big crowd.
It was
11,000 for a pay-per-view. It's only 11,000, and the fact that 11,000 people were able to make that much noise is absolutely insane to me. These people from France, man, I would love to see them go back to France at some point because this crowd was electric. It's better than I think any crowd I've seen in a very long time. So obviously, I think this is the best crowd. I think Puerto Rico last year, I think the Bad Bunny moment was just the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was the greatest moment. Him coming out to his theme song and everybody just singing it. I think that is overall the greatest moment. But I think this is actually the greatest crowd of all time. France just came out, they showed out, and there's more indications to it. Like Randy Orton came out, and I've never heard this, but they were singing his theme song. Bro, word for word, bar for bar, all the way through. And man, it sounded crazy. They got to the ring, obviously, we're waiting. Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, they come out to the ring with Paul Heyman and Samantha Irvin's announcing Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa. But when she announces Paul Heyman, the whole crowd just screams Paul Heyman along with her. Which is so insane, and it's a thing that's going on as the night goes. When Samantha Irvin is announcing certain superstars, the crowd is chanting along with Samantha Irvin. They're saying the name along with her. So it just goes to show you, man, that this crowd they were relentless tonight, unlike any other crowd. Because a lot of these other crowds, man, they kind of slow down, but they were relentless. They weren't going to give up.
Nah, but I think I don't know how this would happen. And yes, I know Wembley is not in France, but WWE can sell out Wembley, bro. They need to go ahead and do that, bro. I'm sorry, AEW booking that stadium. I don't care. I need to see a WWE event at Wembley, bro. I need to see it.
100%. Like I think Wembley, man, that needs to happen, man. That definitely I would love to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely love to see that. Wembley would be a phenomenal show. Okay, getting into the match. So before the match ever even started, before the bell rang, they had a face-off, man. The crowd was absolutely going ballistic, man. And dude, what's good, EJ? What's going on, man? Hey, EJ, did you enjoy the pay-per-view, man?
But one thing I will say is these two guys started, these four guys, they started to face off, and they started hammering away at each other. It was a all-out brawl. This was supposed to be a random, this was actually supposed to be a tag team match, but they started brawling. Security was coming out. Referees were trying to stop them. Nobody could stop them. They were trying to push them away. Nothing was working. And Nick Aldis comes out and he says, since you guys want to break the rules, you guys want to keep fighting, push away referees. Kevin Owens was over here giving the stunner to referees. They did not give a damn what was going on. So Nick Aldis came out and he said, you know what? This is officially no disqualification, no rules, no pinfalls, no submission. Hey. And, man, that is the greatest thing that they could have possibly done for this match. Because
honestly.
This was a barn burner. Like, these two teams were out there, like, and they was giving CTE shots. Like, like trash cans hitting head, like unprotected shots to the head. Like,
yes, unprotected. When Tama Tonga had the trash can lid.
Yeah. Boom. Like, just unprotected shots to the head, man. And, oh my God. There was a certain moment in this match, man. Kevin Owens, this is towards the end of the match. Kevin Owens gave a brain buster, inverted brain buster to Tama Tonga through the chairs. Dude, that was so sick, man. The crowd was so invested into this match. Tommy, what'd you think of this match? Because this was an all-out brawl from the second it started.
Like you said, I mean, it was a barn burner. Like, these guys went out there and, I mean, they put on the show. I mean, through the crowd, you know what I'm saying? They were fighting in the crowd. They were going crazy. And like you said before, unprotected headshots with trash can lids, trash cans, just all types of things. But, I mean, this match was phenomenal, and I'm glad they made it. I'm glad they made it a street fight. But when I was watching this match, all I could think of was like, man, I am really happy about Tama Tonga. I mean, granted, he was a star in New Japan, but, like, this is your first, like, televised WWE match in France, overseas, going against the likes of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Like, this is fantastic. But, I mean, and he did fantastic. Like, he still looks like a beast. Like, it took a lot for them to kind of, I guess you can say, eliminate Tama Tonga in that match. I mean, he took a beating today. I mean, the welts on his back from the kendo sticks. I mean, shout out to him, man. Welcome to WWE. But that match was physical as all get out, man. I mean, great way to start the show. Great way to start the show. And I mean, we're finna get there, but we had a surprise in that match as well, man. We had a surprise 100%. In that match. We had a surprise.
One thing I will say, man, the WWE has done a good job of portraying Tama Tonga. Obviously, he's not known to the WWE eye, because a lot of WWE people are, for the most part, they kind of just watch WWE and that's about it. But the WWE, I think, has done such a good job. This guy's like an unhinged freak, man. Like, and I love the way they're portraying him, because he's not your typical just heel. Like, he doesn't care. Yeah. He'll do whatever it takes to hurt you, to put you on the shelf, and to make sure that, like, you don't mess with my family. And MFT, my family tree, at least that's what a lot of people are speculating. This guy is all about family, and it's all business, and he just wants to go in there, wants to whoop some ass. And like, they brought him in, and he was if I'm not mistaken, right, a big face in New Japan.
Exactly. Yeah, he was a
great face.
Good guy. Yeah.
And he comes in, and now he's this monster heel that people don't like. And I believe, was it when he actually debuted, was when he busted open Kevin Owens, or was that the week after?
I
believe it was the week after.
I think it was the week after, because he did. Yeah, it was the week after.
Oh, because the week that he came, that he came, was the week that he took out Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Put him on the shelf.
That's right.
And then the week
Jimmy
after,
and then it was
he had KO gushing. Like, they've made this guy a literal savage.
Yeah.
And I love it. And the other thing I want to say is they have reinvented Solo Sikoa to the point the dude feels legit. Finally has a win under his belt now. And now you can start to reestablish him as this, whatever he is, tribal chief. I don't know. Like,
yeah, whatever he
is. He's clearly the leader of this Bloodline 2.0. And talking about the Bloodline 2.0, but a new member is officially a part of the Bloodline of the Bloodline, and it's none other than Tonga Loa, God, Gorilla of Destiny. As you all know, Tonga Loa is the brother of Tama Tonga. They were a tag team over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, known as God, Gorilla of Destiny. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They're a phenomenal tag team.
Mhm.
I saw a lot of people on Twitter clowning him because he, his shot, when he's throwing elbows and strikes, they don't look too real. But I got a feeling WWE is gonna fix that. These people that come to WWE to sharpen their skills, and I think the WWE is gonna do that, and they're gonna turn this guy into an absolute star. I feel like anything that touches Paul Heyman it's a star.
Yeah, golden. But just to continue on Loa, I mean, and people also clowned it because the reaction he got wasn't necessarily the biggest reaction. That was probably the quietest we heard the crowd all night. And I mean, even then, they still weren't kind of quiet.
They didn't know who he was. To be fair,
Exactly.
Especially the people in France. I don't suspect that they do watch New Japan.
Mhm.
Obviously, the time differentials also plays a factor too. So
Right.
I don't know if too many of those people watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, but like I said, the WWE crowd watches WWE. I don't know if they know too much, but look at Tama Tonga. Like, he's starting to get familiarized with the WWE. It's going to take a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months to get Tonga Loa familiarized with the WWE. And honestly, I was very shocked that he actually ended up coming out because I thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu, which now begs the question is, when does he come out and joins the Bloodline 2.0? Like, we don't know.
Yeah, that's still so. I mean, that's something else to look forward to. But I think I don't think we're thinking about this too much. I think WWE really just got a real good tag team. Like, when this Bloodline Civil War is all said and done, and they're just a tag team, God, WWE just built a lot of depth in that tag team division, because that's a solid tag team. 7-time IWGP World Tag Team Champion. They're legit, bro. They're legit. So I'm happy they're there. And I can't wait to see what they do next, man.
I'd love to see them go after the WWE Tag Team Championships. Even being involved in this storyline with the Bloodline, in the midst of everything, I'd love to see them go after those titles. I think they can win them and be extremely dominant with them. And I'd love to see a match between them and the Usos. I think that would be a very fun match. Now it's kind of the question is, like, how many more Bloodline members are we gonna get in the WWE? I mean, there's still Hikaleo's out there.
He did tweet the eyeball emojis when
we still got Zilla Fatu out there. This is
Zilla, yeah.
Jacob Fatu is still on the horizon. Also, I mean, I don't know who else is Samoan out there, but hey, if you're Samoan, I guess you're coming to WWE. I guess you're coming to WWE. They're gonna bring the whole family on for the ride.
The whole entire.
Shoot, if Alpha and Sika won another match, hey, you're 70 plus years old, don't matter. At this point, man, it's just getting out of control. I'm trying to count damn, how many fucking family members does this family have? Like, this is just it's like a long list of family members. I can't even keep count anymore.
Well, they're easily the best wrestling family in wrestling, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I think that's I can't even be mad at that statement. There's so many of them. They stretch out through so many different promotions and stuff, and it's like, dude, they're conquering the world all over the place.
One of them, literally the NXT GM.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah,
that's crazy,
right?
Right? They're all over the place. There's nothing we can do. They're all over the
place. They're gonna come in like a pack of wolves. But I'm really intrigued to see where they go from here. They got a third member. Like, who steps up to them? Do you keep the KO and Randy Orton saga kind of going, or where do you go from here? Obviously, they had a little bit of an interaction with Jey Uso prior to his match, which we'll get into that match a little bit later on. And then another piece of the story that kind of unfolded Friday Night on SmackDown, which was also in France. By the way, back-to-back nights, electric crowds.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. But one thing that unfolded was apparently that Paul Heyman was the one that pulled Roman Reigns from the draft, and that he's not really in charge right now.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very big piece of story right there, because it's kind of like one of those things, like, did Paul Heyman just actually betray Roman Reigns because he pulled him out of the draft?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's your take on this?
Well, I mean, especially after what we saw. I mean, we'll get there again after what we saw at Backlash. But at the time when it happened, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't go to more so he was, I guess, betraying Roman Reigns. I was just trying to figure out the whole time, like, what made him do that? Was it Solo? Did Solo threaten him? Or I was just kind of all over the place. I didn't really know what to take from it. But again, after tonight, or today, I should say, I mean, what we saw today, I think cleared up a lot of my questions. A lot of them. I mean, we'll get there, but it cleared up a lot of my questions for sure.
This was the opening match, and this crowd was crazy, man. I love this crowd. They did great. And then the second match, it kept going.
Endless.
So the
Consistent.
second match of the night was the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley being the women's champion up against Tiffany Stratton and Naomi. So initially I had picked this as kind of the match of the night. And it was great. It was great. But there was another match that we'll talk about later on in the card that turned out to be the match of the night. Potentially one of the best matches of the year. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I just want to also start for the entrances in this match because, man, Tiffany Stratton came out. Everybody's chanting Tiffy time.
Everybody.
Like, this is another international show where Tiffany Stratton is she looks like a star. The crowd is heavily invested in her, and she's a heel. And they're chanting for her. Like, can you ever see Tiffany Stratton as a face? Because it almost seems like the crowd just loves her way too much. Or do you think they love her just because she's a heel? But like, could you ever see her as a face?
I don't, at least not right now. I mean, I still think she has. I mean, it's just. I think she's an effortless bad guy. Not saying that she don't put effort in being a bad guy. She just has a gift of, if you don't really know Bally, you're not hip to her, then I can see how you would think she's annoying or, a bad guy when you first see her. But I think we love her so much because she's just really good at what she's been given. This Barbie type gimmick or whatever you want to call it, she's perfecting it. So I think that's where the cheers are coming from. But right now, I just don't see it right now. But I mean, we got Paula Veg behind the pin, so who knows? Did you see that? Do you see this?
I see the I see this. This is crazy.
What is this? What?
What is this? Breaking news. Okay. Are you looking that up?
Well, no. I don't know who this. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just obviously that's fake news, chat. Obviously.
Yeah, I would sure hope so. Because imagine if loading up Twitter, and seeing that happened.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I don't see anything. And
Yeah,
I'll be honest, that would be the first thing I would see, I would assume.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yep.
Well, thanks for the troll of the night, man. Thanks for the troll.
Thanks for the troll. But going back to the match, man. Naomi, another great entrance, man. She came out, and the crowd was chanting "Glow" every time. The beat kind of was dropping, and she was going like this. What's good, Lisha? They were chanting "Glow." At first, I thought they were chanting "Oi, oi, oi," but it was "Glow." But then they had transitioned into "Oi." Dude, like, this is a wrestling show, not a fucking concert. But they was making it seem like a fucking concert in there, and I enjoyed every second of it. The WWE universe in overseas is so creative with the way they do chants. The things they add on, and we'll get to some add-ons that they did, but like the flashing lights and stuff, and
beautiful
movement. It's amazing. It creates for like an amazing environment, and France did a great job at that.
That's a perfect way
yeah,
to say
they were grateful. Yeah,
they were grateful, bro.
This was their first ever PLE, and I hear people saying bring it back more, right? The thing is you gotta give it little by little, because if you give them too much, obviously, they're not going to be as grateful. But then again, if you look at soccer games overseas, or look at like the sports that are given over there, the crowds are always great.
Go crazy. Yeah,
they do go crazy. Their passion over there for sports is immense. It's actually even greater than here. We think over here we're pretty prideful for sports. Nah, over there they care. So it don't matter what the event is, how many times a year it is, they're gonna come out and they're gonna have a good time, because that's what being in the crowd is you're there to have a good time. The show that you're watching, they don't want that to be the entertainment. They want the crowd to be the entertainment. And I think that's always the goal. As a crowd, I always do believe, while yes, there is something going on front and center, but you want to be also part of the entertainment, because that's what crowds are for. They're there to make the environment, to kind of add something different to what's going on in front of you. And I think that WWE, just pro wrestling in general, they need great crowds to deliver storytelling to great matches.
Exactly.
So, the crowd did great here. And same thing for Bayley. Bayley came out. They were chanting her name. The presentation of all of these matches was so phenomenal, and it had a large portion to do with the crowd. This match started off very fast. Again, Samantha Irving with the amazing introductions. The crowd, every time she would say somebody's name, the crowd would follow suit and they would say their name with her. Electric as hell. It started off great, the match. All three women, were trying to get the upper hand. I also had a feeling that, Naomi and Bayley were kind of working on Tiffany Stratton to kind of get her out, and it would just be them two. Unfortunately, Tiffany Stratton had other plans, and she started to take them out slowly but surely. But this was a great match. Another great match. They were 2 for 2 by this point of the night.
Yep.
Tiffany Stratton, man, what's that thing called? It's when she does the Alabama Slam, but prior to it, it's like just constant flips. Dude, she's so talented. I can't say enough about her. All three women in this match, they delivered in their own way, respectfully. And man, they just made this match very fun. Obviously, I thought this was going to be match of the night, but I think the ending kind of hindered it a little bit. I thought the ending kind of happened just out of nowhere. But the right person did win. And also I thought the right person took the pin, because I didn't really want Tiffany Stratton to take the pin. I thought it was too soon for her to take a pin. And that's why this match was also a triple threat, because if it was a one-on-one, maybe you kind of kill a little bit of Tiffany Stratton's momentum. But this match delivered, and she had 2 Alabama slams, one on Naomi and one on Bayley on each of the announce tables. Such a fun match. What'd you think of this match, Tommy?
I mean, the women tore down the house. I mean, it was, again, we went 2 for 2 now. I mean, they did not miss. Everyone delivered. MVP goes out to all 3 of these women. I mean, they all delivered. Bayley looked like a champion once again. I also love that WWE's kind of getting away from, like, if they fight, someone's gonna turn. Because, like, I mean, I don't know if people really thought Naomi was gonna turn, but, like, that's kind of WWE's formula, you know what I mean? Friends got to turn on each other every single time, but it's nice to see that it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen with the Naomi and Bayley thing. So that's always nice. But again, the match was wonderful. Tiffany, star in the making. Her time may come sooner rather than later. Maybe sooner than we all think, because this is another international show where she just looks like a star. She just representing a star, So, but yeah, I mean, again, with 2 for 2 for the night, they just haven't missed yet. I mean, great match. Shout out to Naomi. She still had move of the night. Her moveset is the best. I mean, I'm sure you know.
Naomi, yeah. Her moveset is great, man. That that moonsault that she does from the top rope with it's kind of the one where, it's great, man. I love her moveset. And man, Bayley again cooks in another match, dude.
Dude, granted, she hasn't had the belt long, but I mean, even her televised matches, I don't think she's missed since Mania, bro. And I don't think she's going to.
Nah, she's great, man. She's very underrated. I don't think a lot of people appreciate the work she does in the ring, and man, she's great.
For real, she's great. She's great.
Okay. Now, before we get into the third match of the night, before the third match actually even took place, the Queen and King of the Ring matches were finally announced for the first round.
Woo!
Now, I'm here to tell you that on Monday Night Raw, all 8 of these matches will be taking place. This is going to be a pay-per-view caliber Monday Night Raw. I'm going to list off these matches. This is for free. This is, bro, they're coming back with this King of the Ring stuff. Like, and they're coming back full throttle. So I'm going to
It's gonna hit like crack.
This is going to be crazy. I'm going to be there at Monday Night Raw on Monday. It's in Hartford, Connecticut, in my hometown. I'm excited, man. I'm going to list off these matches because I think this can be an all-time type of tournament. I think this could be the best King of the Ring tournament that they've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Lisha, hey, this is going to be a great Monday Night Raw. Okay, so a part of the Queen of the Ring, the four matches that are going to be a part of the Queen of the Ring in the first round. The first one is Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. Then we got Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. Then we got Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka. And we got Io Sky versus Natalya. Now, out of all 4 of these, I'm most excited for Lyra Valkyria and Asuka.
To be honest,
that right there, that's a great match. I can't wait. That's gonna be. I think the other 3 are okay, but that one right there is probably my favorite one. Who do you got coming out of these matchups? How about Zoe Stark and Ivy Nile? Who you got?
I would like it to be Ivy Nile, to be honest, but I honestly think they're gonna give Zoe Stark a W because she's been losing a lot. So I think
she has. She definitely has. I think it's gonna be Zoe Stark. Who you got for Shayna Baszler and Zelina Vega?
That one's a little bit tougher. But I'm gonna be honest, I do think both of our previous King and Queens are gonna be first round exits. So I think Shayna's gonna take yeah.
Okay. By the way, it's crazy because this is 4 matches from Raw. They're still gonna announce 4 Queen matches for SmackDown and 4 Raw matches from SmackDown. I'm very excited to see what's gonna be announced, and that'll probably be announced, I would say, probably this upcoming Friday. If not, they might actually announce it on Monday. Lisha said, push Zoe, then put her against somebody with a nice booty. That's true. That's true. Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka. This was pretty easy for me. I think it's gonna be Lyra. It's gotta be.
I think Asuka's one of those ones that's okay with putting a talent over like that.
But if it is Asuka, I mean, it's because Lyra's first night, whatever.
Yeah.
But I could see it being Lyra.
I just love that Lyra's she was picked for the tournament, period. So, I mean, that's great for her.
Great for her. And then you got Io Sky and Natalya. I think this is going to be Io Sky.
Yeah, it's Io. It's Io, everybody. It's Io.
Now, the women's one is it's not as stacked. The men's?
Well, I really do believe SmackDown's is going to be stacked. Because
the women's one
crazy.
But this men's one, listen to these matchups, man, because these are some barn burners here.
I'm about to cry.
Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio. That's gonna be.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be high flying everywhere.
Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. That's gonna be. Whew, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good, man.
Cooking, feeding families right now.
Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya finna knock the Speed Champion out, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
That one right there, that's the most exciting one. If it wasn't for this last one, Gunther versus Sheamus. They're gonna run it back.
Free TV, chat. Free TV.
These 4 matchups, like this is a pay-per-view type of card right here with these 4 matchups. Like this
free
is
TV.
They're cooking. They're cooking. Hey man, who do you got, man? Drew McIntyre. Here's the thing. Look, they haven't shown the bracket, so I don't know. Is Ricochet and Ilya on the same side as Gunther and Sheamus? My guess. Oh, I think so. I think
they're gonna do.
We might be getting Ricochet. I mean, not Ricochet. We might be getting Ilya. Nah, I don't know. I think we're gonna get. Man, I think Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio is on the same side as Gunther and Sheamus. And then I think Ricochet and Ilya are on the side of Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor. I don't think they want to give us Ilya and and Gunther just yet.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
don't
let that cook.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're gonna let
So
that.
who you got for Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor? I think this is pretty easy.
I mean, as much as it hurts me to say, I think Drew can't take a pin, unfortunately. But fuck him.
Kofi Kingston. This one's a little bit tougher. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. I feel like both of these guys are the ones that can. No, Donnie, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, wait. Donnie, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first thing you said that's like cool with me. Like Bullet Club, we stay united, but I mean, I'm just being real, man. Drew can't take a pin right now.
So what happens if Drew McIntyre does get eliminated like first round? Like
it has to be because of Punk. That's the only way I'm gonna tolerate it. There's no reason why Drew should be taking a pin, unless it is because of Punk. There's just no reason.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre taking a clean pin. I don't agree with that. If he's gonna, I don't think he should take a clean pin. Unless it's somebody like, look, Finn is great, but he's not on that level. Like don't get me wrong. He's just not on the level of like a Drew McIntyre or he's because Drew's on a level of like Drew. He's on a level of like the Punks in the world, the Codys in the world, the Gunthers in the world, like the Seths in the world. The Romans. He's on that level. Donnie Blaze can be a clean pin. Finn shouldn't win though. Yeah, nah. It's gotta be Drew. If Drew's going to lose, why not in the finals against Gunther?
So Donnie, my question is so Finn can lose clean, can he not? Because the only thing that there's not really a situation where Finn would have someone kind of interfere and cause him to lose, unless it's like Damian Priest or something. But just to continue their little beef, I guess. But I don't really see why Finn can't take a clean pin to Drew. Drew's hot right now, like career work right now. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be fine.
A little early prediction for me. I got Finn Balor to win the Money in the Bank this year. That's my pick.
I'm not mad. Hey, Bullet Club forever, man. I'm not mad at it.
Just a little early prediction there. I think he's the guy.
What
I
about,
think there's a couple of names. There's LA Knight, obviously.
Yeah.
There's there's Finn Balor. There's even
people like Dom for some reason. I've seen that before.
Ilya now, Gunther.
Oh yeah, Ilya now too. Yeah.
A long list of guys. Finn could lose clean, but I'm talking about Drew can't get. Drew can't get.
Oh yeah. Nah. Cannot.
Jey Uso. Oh, Jey Uso is another guy who could win the Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah,
another guy.
Another one. Yep.
I feel like Priest is over the jumping. I got a feeling Priest is gonna turn face, and Balor's gonna be heel. At least like that's what this feels like, because he's like, hey, like we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but after the match, he was telling Finn Balor and JD like, hey, the match is done.
Yeah, he's good. Like back up,
yeah.
bro. I feel like they teased this before too. I'm surprised they went ahead and pulled the trigger, but I feel like they teased this before.
But I feel like it's gonna be a slow burn.
Okay.
They're gonna make it slow. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio, who you got?
Because again, these two guys, they can both take a pin. So
yeah. I think I got Rey Mysterio going into the second round.
Just because you're going Rey, and I feel like this is literally a coin toss, I'll go Kofi just to be different.
You know what's so crazy? Okay, so I'm looking at all the names here. Now, New Day got drafted to Raw. Didn't Xavier Woods say he was in the tournament?
Yeah.
He's not on here.
But Kofi is.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
They have made a sudden switch.
Is Xavier Wood? Did anyone hear anything about an injury? Now, God forbid, but normally that's what happens. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did declare, Elisha. Yeah, it's true. I don't know where he's at. I could have sworn. I could have sworn that he did declare. And actually, let me see. Is his name even? Nah, I mean, shoot. Hey, all right. I mean, we'll see if he's if they put him in on SmackDown. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. They're still announcing more matches, but again, I thought they were gonna be strictly SmackDown guys. But I mean, if Xavier Woods in there, then
yeah.
We'll see.
Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov. This is gonna be a fun match.
It is.
The two styles, high. And what I like is that they've taken the handcuffs off of Ricochet, where now he can pull his whole arsenal out, and it makes sure. And Ilya's obviously so great in the ring. This is gonna be a fun match.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be better than Ilya and Carmelo, because I think when Ricochet doesn't have training wheels on, I'm gonna be honest, chat. Don't kill me.
He's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world.
That's what he is, really like that in ring.
He's like that.
If he just goes balls to the wall or whatever, I mean, he is better than Carmelo. So I think Ilya is gonna be able to get a better match out of him. Now both matches are great, but I think that match is gonna be one of the ones.
Yep, 100%. Ilya's gonna win, by the way. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Ilya's gonna win. Yeah.
Okay. Gunther and Sheamus. This is gonna be this is gonna be a hard hitting affair. They're gonna remake the Clash at the Castle battle, and I'm all here for it. Give them 15-20 minutes.
Bro, that's the main event of Raw right there.
Give them 15-20 minutes, man. Allow them to just cook. I got a feeling this Raw, because there's 8 matches on it, and they're all King and Queen of the Ring matches. I got a feeling they're not gonna do that many promos.
Oh no, this is gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of those.
This is just gonna be a straight workhorse match after match. This is gonna be a workhorse type of Raw, where it's like the workhorses are competing. We're gonna deliver matches.
Mm-hmm.
This is officially the A show, I believe. Now, ain't no way it isn't. This is
I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to say A and B show. Raw is just for the workhorses. I think SmackDown is more like a
land of opportunity.
Yeah, or even more. I don't want to. Well, yeah, more storyline based. So on a weekly basis, we're gonna get more promos every Friday versus Monday, just because of the dynamic.
And I think it fits SmackDown because it's a shorter show.
Yep.
Easier to get through.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you have banger matches on Raw with less promos, it'll be an easier show to get through.
Exactly.
It's 3 hours.
If invested in every match. If I'm he kicked out of that the whole 3 hours.
Yep.
Great, I'll get through it.
So, obviously, I think Gunther's gonna win.
Oh yeah, I think yeah.
Now, what's your prediction for the finals?
I mean, I think Gunther has to be there. I mean,
okay.
I just feel like by default he has to be there. I mean, I don't want them to give us Ilya yet. I don't want them to give us Ilya and Gunther yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But we might.
So you think Ilya eliminates Drew McIntyre?
See, and that's where it gets tough because I feel like those 3 shouldn't take a pin in this situation in this time frame. Like Ilya, I don't think should take a pin right now.
I think Ilya can take a pin more than Drew can, though.
Oh, 100%, 100%. It's just kind of it's tough, but I mean, it might really be Drew and Gunther. Honestly,
I think that's the final. But we also still got to think of the SmackDown side, which hasn't even been announced yet.
That's why it's kind of hard to predict right now. It's hard to predict right now because could be someone. Well, no, I still don't see anyone on SmackDown that can get away with pinning Drew. You know.
So it's gonna be a total of 16 contestants.
That's an actual tournament. I hate WWE when they announce a tournament. I hate it when it's only like 4 people in it. That pisses me off, bro.
Or like just 8 people. Like that's not really a tournament.
Yeah.
This is a tournament. There's gonna be 8 from Raw, 8 from SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is gonna be real.
And I can't wait. Yeah, go ahead.
I can't wait to see the full bracket. I really can't wait to see it because I want to see what side of the bracket some of these people actually end up on. Is there a possibility we get Ilya and Gunther? Is there a possibility we get Ilya and Drew? Who do we get? What type of matches do we get from the guys from Raw and the guys from SmackDown?
Exactly.
Do Raw and SmackDown even intertwine until a certain point? Like, do the first and second rounds or Raw? Is it just Raw against Raw superstars and SmackDown against SmackDown superstars? And then once we get to the final 2 rounds, it's kind of like, oh, now it's Raw and SmackDown, Raw and SmackDown. Like, what is it actually going to be like? You know, what does this look like? I'm very excited. This is going to be a great tournament. I'm very excited for it. Monday night is going to be crazy. I'm very excited for Monday Night Raw. Once they announced this, I was like, This is big time here.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah.
And a lot of people weren't excited for it to come back, but I think just with these announcements here, I think they nipped that in the bud. I think a lot more people are excited that this is returning because they're doing it right.
So I got a question for you. Because in old King of the Ring tournaments, they used to have on the night of the actual King of the Ring event, the pay-per-view, they used to have the superstars compete in 2 matches in the same night. So do you think we get the semifinals and the finals at the King and Queen of the Ring tournament? At the actual PLE?
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't either way they do it, because I
feel like it adds a better dynamic to it if they have they each had 2 matches on the same night.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would make the tournament feel a little that much better, and you just feel that much more as a king because you just went through 2 grueling semifinals and finals matches. But I mean, I don't think I would feel any indifferent either or. And that's just because, again, from the start, it seems like they got it right. So I don't think there's going to be too many. They can't really mess this one up with these participants. So as long as they keep doing it like this, then I'm fine. However they do it, I'm fine.
Man, I think we're gonna see guys like at least from the SmackDown roster, and we might see guys like LA Knight, Bobby Lashley. You know, this is a nice list of SmackDown superstars who I think are gonna be on this. It's gonna be so crazy, man. This is gonna be a nice, fun. We got 3 weeks. It's at the end of May. We got 3 weeks.
Yep.
It's gonna be a fun 3 weeks.
I kind of wish Dijak was in it, but that's it.
I know, man. Like,
that's the only gripe.
Dijak against Rey Mysterio, and then it's like, oh shit, like you got Drew and Finn, like Dijak and Rey Mysterio, Ricochet and Ilya, Gunther and Sheamus. There's literally one guy in almost. If that would have happened, there's at least one guy in every matchup that cannot take a pinfall.
Yeah,
that shouldn't take a pinfall, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Yes, 100%. Okay. We're gonna venture off from this because I can talk about the King of the Ring all night long. The tournament is great. I can't wait to see what they announce on SmackDown. We're gonna see. I'm thinking that they're gonna announce it on Monday Night Raw. What matches are for SmackDown? I got a feeling that that's what they're gonna do, or at least at some point throughout the week. And then obviously SmackDown, we're probably gonna get. I don't know, maybe 2 matches for the men, 2 matches for the women, because obviously it's a shorter show. It's an hour shorter, so we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna move on to the 3rd match of the night. Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Now, my expectations, I had to temper them for this match, just because I was kind of like, okay, Damian's kind of nice, but you know, it's the end. He's Damian.
No, I get you.
He's okay. He's pretty cool. He's all right. And Jey Uso. Jey Uso had a stinker a month ago
on the biggest show ever,
on the biggest stage. So I had to temper my expectations because I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to deliver here. Jey Uso might have had one of the sickest entrants I've ever seen.
Bro, how he had the crowd was,
and he came down from the crowd,
bro.
He came down from the crowd, and you can feel the aura through your screen. Like, it was, dude, this, oh my gosh, it was great. I loved it.
Hey, bro. Hey, Money in the Bank or IC title, gotta get on this man Jay, bro. Got to.
At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if they strap the World Heavyweight title to him by the end of the year.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's such a big star, man. I could just imagine them seeing that entrance. It's like Triple H kind of thinking like, hey, should we call an audible here? You know, this guy's a star, man. This guy is a global star.
Global.
So, and man, Damian Priest looks so good with that title.
He does. He looks like I'm gonna be honest. He looks like a champion.
He truly does. And the promo that he had cut this past Monday night with Jey Uso, easily the best promo of his career.
Easily.
They hyped up the match pretty well. I just had to I was excited for the match, but I had to temper the in-ring expectations. And I'm not gonna lie, they knocked it out of the park with this match. They did great. The story that they were telling earlier on in this match, you know, that Damian Priest was a little phased by the star power, just the star power that Jay has. Like this guy actually has a bunch of star power. He didn't throw too many super kicks in this match, which I actually did like.
Yeah,
he showed some different
wrestled.
offense.
He wrestled.
He showed some he showed some different offense in this match, and I liked it. He redeemed himself from last month, I will say. So
That's good.
I think I'll put some respect on his name. He definitely redeemed himself. Damian Priest was hooping just as much though. There was at one point in this match, man, there was like a nasty fall from Jey Uso. I'm trying to remember what it was. I know there's one little critique that I have to say. Damian Priest never hit a spear ever in your life again. Do you remember that? Do you remember when he hit that spear?
Yes, bro.
That shit was bad. Never hit a spear the rest of your life.
He tried it.
Like, man,
that's not you, bro. That's not you. I don't get
why Jimmy and Jay don't use the. Yeah, I mean, look,
literally, bro. Literally.
it's like they have handcuffs or something. Like Jimmy and Jay, they just have handcuffs when they're doing singles matches, and I don't understand why. But this match was great. I enjoyed it a lot. The crowd was heavily invested into it, chanting "Yeet." Man, it was a back and forth battle. JD McDonough ended up coming out at some point. For a second, I'm over here thinking maybe Jey Uso was gonna win because Damian Priest had hit a South of Heaven, and Jey Uso kicked out, and this was after JD McDonough had come out, and I'm like, oh shit, like there's a possibility here that Jey Uso wins, hits a splash and wins, and man, Finn Balor also came out, and they tried everything, and they could not get Jey Uso down until unfortunately Jey Uso started to focus on JD and Finn Balor outside of the ring. Came back, got caught on the top rope. Big South of Heaven. Honestly, awkward landing for Jey Uso from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, match was over. JD and Finn Balor came into the ring and started to beat up Jey Uso, but Damian Priest was not having it. And over the last couple of weeks, dating back to the Raw after WrestleMania, you could see that he's kind of not liking that these guys are coming in after him or showing up in his matches to do the dirty work. I'm starting to see or think that like Damian Priest is going to turn face.
Yeah.
We're going to get a face Damian Priest. And we haven't seen a face Damian Priest since before WrestleMania 38. I think he's a great face, honestly. I think he's a great heel too. I think he plays both roles very, very great. But man, I low-key kind of miss a face Damian Priest, and I'm hoping we get it again because it's been a little while now. It's been 2 years now.
Yeah, I hope so as well. And also, I feel like he does need to get another chance to be face, because right when I feel like he was picking up, steam as U.S. champ, being a good guy, and then that creep that used to be in head of creative kind of switched him in the middle of his run and made him like two-faced, whatever you want to call it, have two sides or whatever. I think that really fucked him up in that moment. And I honestly thought he was picking up steam right when they did that. So I think why not? Give us one more. Let's see what I feel like. And shout out to Triple H, but every superstar on this roster, if they gonna get a repackage, I'm trusting it a lot more this second time around for anybody on the roster. And so that includes Damian.
I miss the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. I thought that was a great character that he had, Archer of Infamy. I hope it returns. I hope it makes a return and he turns face.
Yeah.
And I like that they're keeping the title on him. I think they should keep it on him for a little bit longer. He's a great champion. He's doing a great job. And hey, this run, it could solidify him, and I like that they're trying new things. Obviously Seth Rollins was a champion for a while. Now you're trying new things. Not a lot of people like it, but I think it's something that we're all going to have to get adjusted to. I like it because it's something fresh. It's new. Damian Priest has never been a world champion. He's kind of learning the ropes right now, even though he's 40 or pushing 40 or something like that. But he's doing a great job, and I think the WWE just needs to stick it out with him because, obviously this is a guy who has potential to be a pretty big star.
Oh yeah.
He has the build. I think His mic work is getting better, and his in-ring ability is very good. So I think
he's
this is a guy who
good.
He's been a consistent guy. He's never
Mhm.
hurt. He's always been pretty reliable. And
I'm about to say this. Since didn't he? I feel like he had a real good match against Sheamus during his United States run.
yes,
And that match kind of like put me on the map. Like, oh man, this guy can go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, Damian straight, bro. Damian straight.
Damian finna get ready to learn the lyrics to Broken Dreams, buddy.
I was just gonna ask. So who does he lose it to? Is it Drew or is it gonna be some like a filler? You know what I mean?
So I think he's gonna lose it to Finn Balor.
Oh, so you think they're gonna put? Ooh.
That's why I say I think Finn Balor is gonna win the Money in the Bank. He's gonna cash it in on him. And I think Drew. I think Drew's gonna win King of the Ring. That's my prediction. I think Drew's gonna win. Now, Drew is going to Clash at the Castle to fight for the World Heavyweight title, but I got a feeling CM Punk is gonna screw him over again. And look, Drew and Punk does not need the title. It's a feud that doesn't need it. I believe a story between Finn and Damian needs the title. And I think we'll see why. We'll see why in the next couple of weeks. As the time goes on, we're going to start to see why.
I thought Finn and Damian would have gotten into it by now, but they made them tag team champs instead. That's what I'm saying. I thought they were going to do it a while ago, but I'm kind of happy they're going to wait on it.
They're holding off. They're holding off and they're building it slowly. And I like it because it's getting that slow build. And today was the indication of that too. Like, it's a slower build and I like it. So they're doing a great job with it.
This era of WWE is going to teach us all patience.
To be patient, yes. And obviously, look, we had to wait a whole nother year for Cody to finish his story. And look at how it turned out. So just saying, I think we all need to be patient. Okay.
I like this.
Oh, see,
screws Drew. Yeah.
I don't know if CM Punk is gonna be heel.
He's gonna be. CM Punk's gonna
not yet. At least
I think I can see him being an anti-hero though.
Yeah, someone like a Stone Cold, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so up to this point, Backlash was 3 for 3. They had not missed. The crowd was still very electric, and we're gonna move on to the fourth match, which personally I didn't really care about, just because I was like, okay, I already know who's gonna win, and this is for the women's tag team championships. The Kabuki Warriors, the champions, up against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Kabuki Warriors, great entrance, but man, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, man, Jade Cargill got aura, man. But this match surprised me.
Come on, talk about it.
Man, this match surprised me. The Kabuki Warriors, I know they lose a lot, but man, they put over talent like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a point where the Kabuki Warriors have to be champions or like just dominant for a long time, bro, because all they do is put over talent and they deliver in every instance, man. They're putting on good matches with Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. I mean, you name the tag team, they're putting banger matches on with them. And this one was no different. Like, this match right here, they showcased Jade Cargill. She did a freaking springboard crossbody that I didn't even think she had in her.
Bro, my God.
Don't get me wrong. There was a couple points in this match where it got awkward, where Kairi Sane wasn't really the legal person in the match. But I think they kind of made it work, kind of, sort of. It didn't take away from the match for me. Some other people, they just love to critique matches and just bash them because of little things that go on. Look, no match is absolutely, truly perfect. But this one right here wasn't the most perfect match, but it was a lot of fun to watch. It was great seeing different offense from Jade Cargill. You can tell she's steadily improving every week in her in-ring work. Bianca Belair is great, and the Kabuki Warriors are great. This match was very entertaining, and the crowd was very, very into it too.
They were invested in this one too,
and I think that's what made this match that much better, is that the crowd was into it, even though you kind of knew who was going to win this one. And the Kabuki Warriors, like, you were just like, man, in kayfabe, come on, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair is a super team. Absolutely,
the literal
the Powerpuff Girls. Like,
it doesn't look real when they're on screen.
It doesn't. Yeah, and it's like them two against the Kabuki Warriors. Like, come on now. But they made it work, And this was great, man. I love this match. If it wasn't for the Tama Tonga, for the Bloodline against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, this would probably be my second favorite match of the night. I think it's actually my third. I enjoy it more than Damian Priest and Jey Uso, and more than Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton. This was very enjoyable, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to go back tomorrow and I'm gonna rewatch this match because I love it a lot. It's easily, you know, Jade Cargill's best match on the roster, but that's not saying much because she hasn't had any other matches. But the Kabuki Warriors, I think this is their best match. I think this is their best match as a tag team. So, this was great. What'd you think of this match?
I'm gonna go straight to Jade real quick. I mean, I think, we see the improvement. We see why we waited for her to be on screen. We see why the PC was so valuable. We see why we were telling y'all to slow down, hold on, let's just see, because WWE has the PC. Jade's finna cook. I'm just happy that she looked so. Obviously, there was some points in the match, like Axel said, that, you know, could have been cleaned up a little bit. But I'm telling you, that was one of the most fluent I've seen Jade Cargill in ring for that long. You know what I mean? I mean, when she had Kairi Sane, I don't even know how she ended up in the jaded position, but she started on top of her shoulders. Jade just basically threw her up, caught her in the jaded position, dropped. Like, it was phenomenal, bro.
That was so clean.
It was clean. It was clean, bro. It was clean. And I'm just happy for Jade, bro, because all you people on Twitter and whatnot saying Jade can't wrestle, man, y'all gonna have to get quiet real soon, bro. That PC's doing wonders, bro. Jade's like that. Jade's officially a hooper now. I don't care.
Chris Leclerc, like the match. Yeah, man, the match is great. This match was great. The other thing I want to say is Bianca and Jade's tag team offense was fairly good. They had this one sequence where Jade had Kairi Sane, and it was kind of like Jade was holding Kairi Sane, and Bianca hit her with the DDT, pushed her up into it, and then Jade hit her with a suplex. Dude, what an amazing sequence of events. And it was a nasty suplex. Nasty suplex. So I'm very excited. But one thing is, in kayfabe, who the hell beats these two women?
Yeah, that's there. I was gonna tweet it when I was watching it live today, but I'm like, let me chill. But forever champs to me. I'm sorry, forever champs.
unless one of them turns on each other.
Yeah. But I mean, until WWE gets another like actual
super
women's
team
tag team or super team, they just might hold the belt for forever. You know, like
I think it's time. I think it's time for Sasha to come back and Sasha Naomi against those two.
I mean, that's low key a dream match. Low key.
Guys, put in the chat. Who do you guys think is actually gonna beat this super team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair? I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna beat this team. It's literally a super team.
Yeah,
this is like the 73-9 Warriors or the 72-10 Bulls. That's what this is.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
This is a crazy team.
But they look great.
They look great. Their gears, I love the way they match. They're in so much cohesion, and I love that about them. That they
in such a short amount of time too.
So, they haven't been a tag team for a long time. So, Bianca Belair, 9th woman to become a triple crown winner. Yeah. So I thought it was Grand Slam, but yeah, she's a triple crown winner. Congratulations to Bianca Belair. Man, she's so talented, bro. Just like Jade. Both women are so talented.
They need to go ahead and put that mid card out so we can go ahead and snag that for the accomplishments. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they need to add this women's mid card title to the main roster. It needs it. It needs it. Even if it's just one title to be defended across SmackDown and Raw, that's fine. But hey.
And they paid off. She looks great, bro.
Yeah.
Great.
She looks great. And she's gonna be on house shows going forward. Jade Cargill is. She'll be on house shows, so she's gonna keep getting better.
What was I about to say? I just lost it. Never mind. Move on. I just lost it.
Move on?
Yeah, I lost it.
Bianca Belair hasn't won the NXT Women's Championship to become a Grand Slam.
Oh,
I did not know they actually counted that, but okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's fair.
Okay, now we're moving on.
Oh, I just got it. Where does Damage Control go now? What do they do next?
This is okay. It's crazy because they just lose. So I have a prediction, and this is a dark horse prediction. Dakota Kai wins the women's Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you do with the Kabuki Warriors, but maybe you start to kind of single them off as a singles wrestler. Obviously, there's still going to be a faction, right? Damage Control, but I think you start to put these ladies in more singles action.
For sure, and I think that's why they already started with. Granted, Io's been a single star in that Damage Control group, but Io's in the Queen of the Ring. Now, my question is, out of the women we heard so far, would you consider Io the favorite to win that tournament so far? Out of the women we've heard so far, because if that could be a direction as well, they go, just so they continue, they win something,
I think she's probably the favorite right now. I would say.
Okay.
But a dark horse for the Money in the Bank winner is for me is Dakota Kai.
I like that pick. I
think she's a sleeper pick there.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't. Damn, it's tough to say what you do with Damage Control, but I think you keep them as a faction, but you split them up into singles competitors.
Do we see Dakota Kai getting kicked out eventually? Do we see that?
I think so, potentially.
Yeah. I can see it. And I think Dakota Kai is one of those ones that would benefit the most if they bring that mid-card title to the main roster. I think she's one of those women that would benefit the most from it.
100%. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the main event.
Oh my God, Bullet Club forever. Oh my God.
This was the longest match of the night. This almost clocked in at half an hour. This was amazing. From the entrances, I'm starting to like AJ Styles' theme song actually.
It's
a little bit more. It's starting to grow on me. It's starting to catch on. I remember when I first heard it at WrestleMania. Obviously, me and you were there. I didn't like it that much. I don't know. But now it's starting to I'm starting to like it a little bit more. And the crowd, man, was chanting this. Apparently, it's something. It's a phenomenal song. They were chanting it throughout whenever AJ Styles was there.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was just chanting this song, man, and I'm like, dude, this is an atmosphere. Yo, don't like wrestles, but I catch you saying that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, Wrestle Spot for whatever reason isn't here tonight, but hey, let it be heard. Let it be heard, man. Yeah, man.
This exact time, 27 and 22 minutes.
Yeah, man. This match. I thought it was gonna go for maybe about 18 to 20 minutes. I was surprised it went for almost damn near half an hour, but this was perfect. By the way, Cody's gear was phenomenal, and so was AJ. The purple hints.
I said this might go down as one of AJ Styles' best gears of all time. Granted, it was so basic, but just that purple and black,
This might be AJ Styles' best match in probably the last 2 to 3 years.
I'm not even gonna, no question. I think this is one of his best matches in the last couple of years. I think they pulled down the house, and I think the reason why they wanted to go 27 minutes, they're still trying to make sure Cody still feels like that guy, even though obviously he does, but they got to still do it on TV. So they're gonna give him those 30-minute blocks, just like Roman had. They're gonna give him that time.
Yep.
And
let me just give props to the crowd, because when Cody's theme song stopped playing, this crowd still was chanting the song, bro, singing the song. I was like, holy shit! Like this crowd is actually crazy.
Yeah.
It had a big fight feel to it. The crowd was super into it, and the match, dude, this was pro wrestling.
This was
like this match
wrestling.
Like this had a slow but sure build to it. And they built it up so well that when we got to the climax, when we got to the end of the match, like we were like, holy shit, this was great. Both of these guys put on an absolute clinic in this match. AJ Styles, beating the Wash allegations. Shoot, I don't even know who the hell started a trend.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Who the hell was saying AJ Styles was washed?
What the
fuck? Man, did you not see WrestleMania 40? Like, did that man look washed then?
And then literally like the week after, the match,
a triple threat match.
Come on,
did he look washed then? Like, he's not washed now. He wasn't washed then, and he's not washed now. This AJ Styles washed stuff, it's put to bed. It's done. Too sweet.
Come on, bro.
Too sweet, man. Look, man, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up. Look, this is a 4.5-star match, in my opinion. I don't think it ever reached 5, but this is a 4.5-star match. I wouldn't be surprised if this match ends up being Cody Rhodes' best match in his title run.
Woo!
I wouldn't be surprised.
Woo!
I'm not saying Cody can't get to that next level, but this is hard to beat.
I'm not gonna lie. It is gonna be tough to beat. But
his first defense, this was crazy. This was great.
Yeah.
And the crowd made it that much better.
It was, yeah. It was. I mean, yeah. I mean, and then just the thing that we only got like 2 weeks of build before this.
Yeah.
But for some reason they delivered, and it felt like they've been doing this for a while. You know what I mean? So
I feel like the promo that they had, the segment that they had on the Friday before the show, which was obviously in France, built the match up, and it was like, okay, that's the stamp right there.
Yep.
We don't need to see
and I'm glad they played more than just the Dusty
the dad card. Yeah,
exactly. Now I do like that AJ's black and purple gear tonight was a callback to when he beat Dusty for the NWA. Man, what a callback.
Dude, this match of the night, by the way. This was match of the night. I love this match. I can't wait to actually go and rewatch it. I'm gonna go rewatch it tomorrow. But this is one of those matches I'm gonna go rewatch it. I'm gonna love rewatching it because this was a physical match. It was nobody ever really fully took control of this match.
They were back and forth. Yeah.
Back and forth in this match, trying to hit each other with their best shots. We only saw maybe 2 finishers in this match. Maybe, if that. We didn't see much. Because
but I think
they kept kicking out of them.
Yeah.
They kept kicking, they kept, countering them, and obviously they weren't hitting them up until Cody at the end got the crossroads. Man, there was a crazy Cody cutter from the top rope that Cody had hit. That shit looked nasty, dude. That shit looked nasty. This is man, like I said, it's gonna be hard for Cody and whoever the opponent is next to beat. It's gonna be hard to beat this match. This is for Cody's first defense. This was great. I'm excited to see who his next defense is going to be, if it even is actually AJ Styles. But if it's not AJ Styles, I'm excited to see who his next opponent is, because this is what was so intriguing about Cody winning the title is, who's stepping up.
Yeah.
And every PLE we're going to see a different match, a different dynamic. It's not like Roman's holding the title hostages and he's not around, where we know there's only one guy in the direction, and it's Cody Rhodes, and nobody else is going to take the title. It's like every guy, every month, anybody who Cody faces can legit take the title from him.
Yeah.
There was a moment in time there that I was like, who knows? Maybe AJ does take the title. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's just not Roman, so we know it's either going to be, I don't know if Cody would. It's just hard to say when he's gonna lose, but he's not unbeatable, or he's not Roman. Just put it like that. So those close near falls are really gonna get us. Because we don't really know what's in store, which is also great. But yeah, who Cody got next? If it's not AJ again.
Man, I don't know.
And I will say that Carmelo promo on Friday when he was with Bobby, or that vignette, or that backstage, whatever you want to call it. And he was like, Bobby, when was the last time you shot your shot?
Maybe Bobby.
That means something.
Maybe Bobby, maybe Carmelo. I don't know.
That means something, Chad. Just stay tuned.
And Tommy, man, we saw a burning hammer. Kenta Kobashi's burning hammer.
Yo, and then he kicked out at one.
What a perfect move to kick out at one from. I mean, that's something that I didn't think we'd ever see in WWE.
Bro,
And
what?
it, that just tells you this Triple H era, man. These guys are just out there with so much freedom. They can literally I'm not saying they can do whatever they want, but there's really more freedom to the product and in what they can do, and it feels great. Even in the pre-show, Big E announced New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah,
and
they mentioned them
CM
quite a
Punk.
bit tonight.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Never Openweight Championship, the IWGP title, like they really announced a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
Call Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, former Bullet Club leaders, like they were really. I like it.
Yeah, it's great. Who going to face Bailey? Oof.
Ooh, yeah. Who's next for Bailey? I mean,
potentially.
Tiff is still there.
Tiff.
I don't think
Nia
she
Jax.
didn't get pinned. Nia Jax still has something to say about it.
I don't know.
Who else is on that roster?
I don't remember.
I mean, those are two immediate ones right there.
It's crazy because Charlotte Flair is still looming somewhere.
And she's still looming. So we'll see.
Yeah, what'd you think of this pay-per-view all in all? Because they went 5 for 5 for me. Like every match hit.
Oh yeah, they definitely went 5 for 5 for me. I mean, Blair Davenport would be nice. Have her be that Carmelo Hayes for the women's division. Just call out the champion, But no, I mean, as far as the show go overall, I mean, first show after WrestleMania, so I guess you can say first PLE of this new season, new era, and I think they 1 for 1.
They delivered.
Yeah,
they delivered.
1 for 1. No misses.
Prior to
How do you
the show,
like the 5 card? How do you like the 5-match card? Though?
So that's actually what I was about to ask you. Is I see a lot of people complaining before the show, like 5 matches is a little too. It's not much. It's not enough. What do you think?
I mean, because WrestleSpot said this last week. Again, they delivered. Backlash delivered before a B-list pay-per-view. I mean, 5 quality matches. The show was just under, I think, 3 hours.
3 hours, yep.
I
think I had a runtime of like 2 hours and 52 minutes. And every match, I had a spotlight on them. And the shortest match of the night was 13 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was Damian Priest and Jey Uso. And that was good.
Yeah, and even that was a good 13 minutes, like a solid 13 minutes. But again, I like shows like this because I didn't watch it live. I had to double back and watch it, so it was extremely easy to get through. And I just like the fact that it was I don't need to watch a 4 to 5 hour pay-per-view every month. I don't need to do that. AEW already makes us do that almost. So I don't need that. But those big shows like WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, those are fine. But for these ones in between, 5 matches is honestly perfect. I feel like it was perfect. Perfect.
Man, this is the first of 4 pay-per-views in the next 2 months to be international.
That's ridiculous.
There's 3 more. Crazy. The next one at the end of the month. I don't know what the date is, but King and Queen of the Ring, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The one after that is Clash at the Castle on June 15th in Scotland. And the final one before SummerSlam is Money in the Bank, 4th of July weekend in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
That is crazy.
All outside the U.S., all international pay-per-views. So you can expect 3 goated crowds before we actually go back to the U.S. for another pay-per-view. So I'm very excited for these next 3 PLEs that the WWE is putting out, especially Clash at the Castle. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be – I'm excited because the last Clash at the Castle is probably the greatest non-WrestleMania pay-per-view.
Damn.
I'll say time.
I don't want to. I'm gonna just say it's
that might be personally me. That's my favorite. That's my favorite non-WrestleMania pay-per-view of all time.
That's wow. I'll go as far as saying maybe the best outside of the big 4, but I can't go that far. We got the Punk comeback at Survivor Series. I'm expecting a big comeback this Survivor Series just because I feel like they should bring that back. But I mean, yeah, I don't know because I don't know. We'll see.
I'm excited to see what they do for this Clash of the Castle, and I'm very excited to see for Money in the Bank, man, that's gonna be
that's another big one.
That's another one. That's a big one. I'm very excited. But I heard you got one more thing to get to. You know, if you wanna go ahead and announce it, you know.
I hate how you're making me do this. I hate that you're making me do this.
I'm not the guy with the results, man.
What do you mean? Whatever.
I'm not the guy with the results.
So chat, listen, man. So y'all remember we just did some predictions. We had a giveaway going on. One of the predictions get what was the cash prize again? What
$50.
$50, and then you also had a copy of 2K24, correct?
Yep.
Xbox version.
Yep.
So, should I make y'all wait for that? I don't know. But I'm gonna start with our predictions, BTBC's predictions.
All right.
So, this is so embarrassing. So, this I hate him. All right. So, pretty much just to nip it in the bud, Axel led the way with 11. Yeah, Axel. Woo, yeah.
Let's go.
And chat, you guys scored 5. I'm sorry, chat. I also scored 5, so you're okay, chat. And also Russell Spot also scored 5. So Axel took.
How much did you score?
It doesn't matter.
How much? Hold on. How much did you score?
Bruh, I got 5. But listen, chat. Listen, chat. Axel won this one. That's cool. Wait, he's not winning another one, chat.
Wait. Hold on. So for the season, Russell Spot and me, we got 23 total correct, right? The chat, y'all got 21. Tommy, 17, all the way at the bottom, man.
Chat, I'm gonna make a comeback and y'all gonna be pissed, bro. I'm gonna make the meanest comeback ever, bro.
Let's clap it up for Tommy the loser.
I can go ahead and announce the what the chat's waiting on. They're waiting on this one.
Hold on. Apparently Rod Hardy. Yes, I do play Madden. Text me separately, Chris, and we can play, by the way. Chris Leclerc, I went 5 for on my prediction of Backlash. We're gonna get to that in a second. I don't know if you entered the BTBC parlays, but we're about to announce that. So yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
So without further ado, the winner of our BTBC parlays and the winner of this giveaway, I'm gonna go ahead and say the catalyst, Esco. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. He won. He won. Good job, man.
Hey, man. Esco, man. Congratulations. Hey, man.
I gotta get the rest of the results because I'm pretty sure Esco already has the new WWE 2K game. So I gotta get the rest of them to see who, yeah.
Man, Esco, congratulations. Damn, how many did he get right out of?
I must say he didn't. Russell Spot didn't go on specifics yet. I mean, we'll get the specifics and send it straight to Discord just so we can see how you guys ranked. But yeah, man, congratulations, Esco. You're still gonna get that $50, but please be a dear and give up that 2K24 copy so we can give it to someone else who may not have it. You know what I mean? But other than that, good job, man.
So if Esco, does he have 2K24?
I'm pretty sure he does because he was doing I'm pretty sure. We'll double. We got him in Discord. We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he has it already.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Right? Okay. On Tuesday, or when we do stream again, which I think it'll be Thursday, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. On Thursday, if we do stream earlier, we will let you guys know. Depending on what goes on throughout the week, it'll depend.
Right.
We might stream on Tuesday.
Possibly,
I don't know.
Huge possibility.
Because Monday Night Raw is just such a big show that we might stream on Tuesday after NXT. So there's a big possibility we do. But just in case we don't on Thursday or whenever the next show is, I will come up if Esco does have WWE 2K24, I will come up with a giveaway for the rest of you guys who don't have 2K24 and give you guys an opportunity to win a free copy of WWE 2K24 on the Xbox. I'll come up with a giveaway, and you guys will have another opportunity to actually win that. And it'll be as soon as this week. So, make sure you guys stay tuned. We will be streaming, like I said, potentially on Tuesday, but for sure Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, and we will be streaming next Saturday night. So we will be giving you guys for sure 2 streams with a potential 3rd stream looming.
Exactly. So y'all just stay tuned. Y'all just stay tuned. Should be a fun week.
Yeah, it should be a fun week. There's a lot of wrestling this upcoming week. Obviously Monday. So I'm gonna be I'll personally be at Monday Night Raw on Monday. And hopefully Tuesday night we do a live stream. I know Tuesday's also gonna be NXT. There's gonna be a big night for NXT. And then so there's a lot of great wrestling this week. And next Friday they're probably gonna do another set of King of the Ring matches for SmackDown and Queen of the Ring matches too. So it's a big week for wrestling. Hey, next pay-per-view, King and Queen of the Ring, which we also will be doing predictions, and we also will be doing BTBC parlays. So you're gonna have another chance to win some money then again. And thank you guys for coming out tonight for the stream. It's a very short stream, hour and 26 minutes. We appreciate you guys for coming out. If you did come out, make sure to please click the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend that knows a friend to subscribe to the channel. The best wrestling podcast in the motherfucking world. You already know what it is. It's your boy Tommy, man. Say it right there. It's your boy Rod Hardy. Make sure y'all follow all of us on socials, man. As you can see down below, at Rod Hardy, at WrestleSpot, at Tommy BTBC. You can follow us on our socials on Instagram, Twitter, all across the board, TikTok. Follow us on all our socials. Also, at least in mine, I don't know if Tommy or WrestleSpot do, but if you click on my Instagram page, in the link in my Instagram page, there is the Discord link. Yes. We are going to be starting to stream we are going to be starting to stream pay-per-views. I will start to try to do my best to stream Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns and NXTs and all of the weekly events in the Discord. I will also be streaming basketball games because it is NBA playoff season. So I will be streaming basketball games inside of the Discord. If you guys do want to see that, if you guys ever want me to stream something, let me know. Come onto the Discord. We're trying to make this the most active Discord in the whole wrestling community. So let's say,
man. We love everybody.
Let's say you guys want to watch a movie. I can stream a movie on the Discord. So just let me know. But you got to join the Discord. So click on the link under the bio in the description on my Instagram. And join the Discord. Let's make this lit.
Join up, man. Join the fam.
Exactly, man. We appreciate you guys for coming out tonight. Like I said, join the Discord because we're going to be posting our updates there when we're going to stream. Yes. That's the only way you'll know. So if you follow our Discord, if you follow us on Twitter, if you follow us on Instagram, you're going to know when we're going to be streaming again. So, and yes, Anthony Edwards did have 43 points against the Denver Nuggets. The Timberwolves stole a game in Denver. This is going to be a great series. It's going to go 7. I think I still got Denver Nuggets to wrap this up in 7. But we appreciate you guys for coming out tonight. Hour and 28 minutes. This is for the foreseeable future. We are going to be doing very short live streams. They're not going to be super long. They're going to be an hour and a half or shorter. Maybe some nights you might get 2 hours, but for the most part, they're going to be an hour and a half or shorter. But we appreciate you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys so much, and have a nice night. Peace.